Hey guys, Lon from the ECOM zone, and Trump just announced more tariffs to China. So in this video, what we're going to discuss are the latest updates on the additional 10% tariffs on China, tariffs to Canada and Mexico, an update on a de minimis exemption, and AliExpress shipping times, because I know a lot of people have been seeing longer shipping times. So we're going to go through those, and also my delivery times to the US. And if you don't know already, I dropship from AliExpress from China to the US. I've been doing so for the past 5 years, and I've been using DSers to fulfill my orders. So the latest update on the additional 10% tariff. So on Feb 4th, Trump imposed a 10% tariff on imports from China. So that was a month ago, and we've basically been paying 10% more on cost of goods. And since then, I've actually increased my prices for my US customers by about 3%. Now on February 28th, Trump then threatened China with an additional 10% tariff on its exports to the US. So that means we may potentially be paying up to 20% extra on our cost of goods to the US. In response, China's Commerce and Foreign Ministries on Friday vowed to retaliate if Chinese companies were affected by the tariffs, accusing the US of using fentanyl as a pretext to threaten China. And they're basically saying, look, Trump, the drug issue is an issue that you have to deal with and should be responsible within your own country, and you should tackle it without blaming other countries and imposing tariffs. And I personally think that Trump should be tackling the drug issue within the US and not be blaming other countries. I don't know, what are your guys' thoughts? Leave it in the comment section below. AliExpress suppliers may increase costs by another 10%, and you should be monitoring your product costs, especially for your hero products or the products that you're selling most of. You may need to increase prices again to the US, and if you don't know how to do this, I do have another video showing you how to do this. But basically what you can do is go into settings, go into markets, manage the US pricing rules, and then you could increase the prices to the US by a set percentage. So it doesn't affect the prices to your other countries, it only affects the prices to the US. And you just want to increase by 2% maybe, see if that affects conversion rates to the US. And if it doesn't, then you can slowly increase to see how it affects your conversion rates as you increase prices to the US. And this should take no longer than 5 minutes to set up, so you don't need to change all your product prices manually. It should be automatic within the settings. So, tariffs to Canada and Mexico. Trump said that his proposed 25% tariffs to Canada and Mexico will go into effect on March 4th, which was delayed last month to March 4th. However, this is a fluid situation, so Trump may not impose the full 25% tariffs on Canada and Mexico. And honestly, I think he's just playing a game with all the countries. The stock market is affected massively by whatever he tweets and says. So whenever he announces tariffs, the stock market plummets. And then next thing you know, over the weekend, he's like, oh, don't worry guys, it's not going to be the full 25%. And you know what? It's actually delayed by another month. And then the stock market's gone up again. So yeah, stock market's impacted by this massively. Trump is also looking to impose tariffs on EU and UK imports. A lot's going on. It's kind of crazy. It's just all over the place. I don't know what's going on. So the de minimis exemption update. So as of Feb 1st, 2025, Trump issued an executive order to eliminate the de minimis exemption for imports from China, which is bad news for dropshippers, because we actually rely on this de minimis exemption so that our products gets into the US without having to pay customs duties, custom taxes, all these fees involved. And because he eliminated the de minimis exemption, this caused a massive disruption within the shipping chain to the US, and there was a massive backlog of parcels from China stuck in the US basically because no one knew what to do. And so since Feb 7th, Trump paused the elimination of the de minimis exemption from China because of the sheer volume of parcels building up at the US borders. So it took about 6 days for him to revert that executive order, which honestly, I think it's just a joke. How is he doing this? I don't understand how he's able to just go, yep, I want to change this, now change it. And he just doesn't think about the impact and how to actually execute it properly. But since Feb 7th, there's been no updates on the de minimis exemption, And I'm glad that there isn't any updates. I just hope he just leaves it, or he reduces the value, so from $800 back down to $200. But there's going to be a lot of issues there, because there's a reason why Barack Obama increased the de minimis exemption on goods from $200 to $800. And it's because of the cost of admin. It's just too expensive to check through parcels with a value of below 200 and below 800. It's just too costly and expensive. And so next we want to talk about shipping times to the US from China, because I've been reading around and a lot of you guys are saying shipping times on AliExpress to the US is extremely long. And I checked today and it's so quick still. Like, it's 3rd of March today, and this says it's going to deliver by March 10th to 16th. Just make sure you are using AliExpress standard shipping when you are shipping goods to the US or anywhere in the world, to be honest. And like this one here, you want to avoid. So by default, some suppliers will select this one, and you just need to click on this and make sure you're selecting the AliExpress standard shipping. And as you can see, there are stats here. 85% of orders arrive before 13 days. 20% of them arrive before 7, and so forth. Now, you may have saw longer shipping times like maybe 2 weeks ago, and that was because of Chinese New Year and Trump causing havoc within the shipping chains. So I think everything is back to normal now. I mean, we can check other products, so let's see this one here. So this is a ring. Okay, I think this may be shipped within the US. But yeah, 90% of orders arrive within 8 days, as you can see here. I mean, this one, let's see this one, 1,000 plus sold. Again, arrived between March 7th to 10th. And so that's what, less than 7 days. So a lot of products are arriving really quickly to the US again. So you don't need to worry about AliExpress shipping times being long to the US. And then what I want to go through is shipping times for my customers. I got some orders here that we can go through, and this order here is like 10th of February. So let's click on this link and see how long it took for it to arrive. So I use Parcels app, but you can also use global.caneo. So you can actually use this website here to track your parcels, and I believe it's actually quicker than the Parcels app website. And so you can see it's delivered within 12 days. So it shipped out on the 12th of February and it was delivered to the door on the 23rd. Another tracking, so this is an order on the 11th of Feb. I'm just going to copy that, plug that into here. This one took 11 days to arrive, shipped out on the 13th, arrived on the 24th. Okay, so let's check another parcel on the 13th of Feb. So this one here delivered within 6 days, guys. So this parcel was processed by the logistics on the 15th of Feb, and it was delivered on the 21st of February. Another parcel on the 14th of February, this order here. So yeah, so this is another tracking number, UUSC, delivered within 8 days, and this one's Uni. So this parcel again, processed on the 15th of February, and it was delivered 23rd. So really quick, guys. No, I don't know what there is to complain about. And if your suppliers are estimating longer shipping times, just make sure it's AliExpress standard shipping. I mean, this one you can't actually see which one they use, but I'm pretty sure it's US to US because the carrier name is one of these ones. If it doesn't say this, you basically want to look out for AliExpress standard shipping, and most suppliers should be using that shipping route because that's the shipping carrier that most AliExpress suppliers use. And honestly, it's quick, 5 to 10 business days. If they estimate any longer, it may be because their processing time's longer. So if you're selling like custom jewelry, it may take the supplier longer to make the custom jewelry and ship it out, which then delays the shipping estimate, right? So you want to ask your suppliers how long it takes for them to like make the custom necklace or bracelet, whatever you're selling, if you are selling custom goods. But yeah, most parcels to the US from China should arrive within 5 to 10 business days, and that's the estimate that I give my customers now. And that's everything for this video, guys. If you have any questions regarding tariffs AliExpress, DSers, Shopify, ads, anything, leave it in the comment section below. I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to my channel for more content, and peace.